Ah, Pumpkin Landing. Hey, look, a piece of heart! So they have a boner for pumpkins in this game. Everything's pumpkins. It's like all they have to eat is pumpkins. Pumpkins on the wall, Pumpkin Landing. They grow pumpkins, they harvest pumpkins. Here's Keat. Like I said, he spends most of his time here at the Lumpy Pumpkin. The bartender here is named Pum, and this is Kinna. Even her hair is a frickin' pumpkin. And this is me holding the Wii remote straight at the screen. I mean... So obviously together they're Pumpkinna. Hi! No, thank you. Pumpkin juice will, or pumpkin soup will heal you. Does good stuff when it's hot, and then it gets cold and it does less good stuff. Here's Crazy Old Man Rooster. Believe what? A fiendish demon! It's important to talk to this guy. If for nothing else, just for the story. Because that's where you find out about the demon. She walks over just to say hi. How nice. Warning you about pumpkin soup is hot. Yeah, the famous chandelier. Which is really kind of out of place here, but whatever. I mean, it's safe to say that the goddess probably left these pieces of heart for the hero. So technically that piece of heart belongs to me. Here's Stritch, one of the cronies. Hanging around like a pedophile. If you talk to him, he'll just say that he loves kids and bugs, I guess. I mean, he loves kids. I like bugs. Do you like bugs? I'm gonna make some bugs, and you can see all the things here with the I got toys. He lets you know that if you have too many bugs, you can sell them to him at night. Has to be at night because he's embarrassed about collecting bugs. Obviously, dash into it by pressing A and then shake the nunchuck. Get it to shake enough. I love this moment of silence. I have an empty bottle. Good. If you do not have an empty bottle, there's this mission you can do, but you have to put it off. I'll take that. Thank you. And that. And that. Breaking the chandelier is already paying for itself. You there. Do you have a heart attack? You dead yet? Sure I do, Gramps. Can I have some money? It's my birthday. So he has stuff to do. You say no way, he gets mad and insists. I believe you can't even leave without accepting work from him. You can sleep in his bed, or his daughter's bed. Yep, and that's where the game scolds you. But that's okay. So you talk to him and he insists that you deliver some soup to the Knight Commander. So like, I said you're a fat bearded git with a nose that looks like, yeah, it's stuck up your own ass. I'm sorry, did you not want me to say that? So you have to deliver the soup to Aegis while it's still hot. Nazi. I think you've got 5 minutes. At night, Commander Aegis is back on Skyloft. And that's why that sign earlier on the wall said that it's, you know, like a 3-minute flight to the northwest. In fact, if you drink it, it'll heal your hearts. And then this guy berates you and charges you for it. If you don't have rupees, he just says, oh well, what are you gonna do? Here's some more free soup. And that right there is the problem with America. No, I'm kidding. I won't get into that. So now I've got 5 minutes to get up to Skyloft. Like I said, if you don't have an open bottle, you have to do this later. See, pumpkins, 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 pumpkins. So that's the south exit from Skyloft, and I want to go northwest. The green portal is basically south of Skyloft. These are like little warp portals that some of the rumors and some of the people around Skyloft will say, you know, these portals are there to help the knights whip around the sky and save people from falling down to the surface. From here it's easy to see that there are 3 islands in Skyloft. One here is the big old bizarre island, then there's the Isle of the Goddess, and then there's the Knight Academy over here. And you either land in front of the Knight Academy or in front of the sparring hall. Knight Academy. You just want to run over to the sparring hall. And obviously I made it within 5 minutes. And give Aegis his soup. Sure I did. Give me a tip. It does a body good. Ta-da! There. I did the task, and it was worth the piece of heart. Wonder if this guy's got anything for me yet. Oh, apparently he does. Sure! Oh. Yes, I have the bug net. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. See what I mean? They'll actually just show you. I wonder if you're actually going to show me. Huh. Oh, wow. I guess they thought this game would be much harder than it really is. Maybe. I actually had to use this one for the next area to realize I could roll a bomb. I didn't know that. I should have paid attention and been less brash. Okay. Now it's on to the Skyview Temple. This is the guy usually carrying 100 rupees. Looks like I missed it. Yep, turned into a green rupee. Ah, to hell with you. I'll sharpen my Octo-Rock skills here. Yeah, well, I got him first. You're high enough. So here's a good place to demonstrate. If you fly into the middle of this thing, you'll jump off automatically. If you want to go forward, and you go forward too much, you end up just going into a dive. And you can kind of rotate different directions in the dive, depending on how you rotate the remote when you're pointing it down. So it's better to just rotate it to the left or right, and then tilt it left or right. And I should just about make that. These are the landing points I was talking about. Yeah. Oh, let's go for the... no. So the answer is no, you can't descend to that one bird's down. Oh, yes, you can. And here I am. This is the deep woods. So I was right. I regret nothing. Oh, come on, that was the... You all saw how I veered off. It wasn't me, it was the game. There, sheesh. At least this time I can bypass Gabby McJerk. I really thought I'd land here. Guess not. This. I mean... Okay. If you've never played a Zelda game before, you hit that thing with your slingshot. Crystal switches were meant to be hit. No, I kind of waffle back and forth between chopping down all the stuff in here and not. Good, no dowsing in here. I mean, there's... The completist in me says, yes, chop down everything. Complete this dungeon. Leave no stone unturned. Don't want anything coming back to bite you in the butt. But I have done so many times, and you get rupees for it. And yeah, rupees are good, but... Alright, I won't. I'll just get a lot of them. These mushrooms will also give you just regular, plain old boring mushroom spores. Are these still called keys? Yes, good. Back when I was a kid. Stabbing a bat through the heart. It's a little inhumane. So you can't crawl up in here yet. This is another exit-only spot. I notice I picked those seeds up. Now I have 30. Whereas before I maxed out at 20. Because I have an extra seed pouch. Small seed satchel. Which is why it's good to tool up before you come playing here. So you have two options here. Just a green one. See, it's just, I like to make these all disappear. If you climb up here foolhardily, this guy will just knock you right back down. So you can either hit him with a pellet and climb up, or you can just hit that switch behind him. And once again, the game thinks you're a mentally deficient 5-year-old. Listen to the one who brought me to Fi? You are the servant of the goddess? Oh, I thought they were talking about Groose. Alright, so this thing likes shiny objects. Notice it follows your sword. In every Zelda game you hit these with an eye, but you hit a different type of eye with an arrow. Hit these with an eye. You hit the eyes with an arrow. But that's a different type of eye in this game that you pelt with an arrow. Here you just make it dizzy till it falls off. And this leads to the main chamber in the game. Alright, I'll get a heart. But the rest of you... Oh, alright, just so it'll say 69 rupees. Okay, so open the map. This is the main corridor in the game here. This is the entrance. This is the first bird statue. And you go through each of these doors, and then there's a second antechamber, and so on and so forth. Knock these Skulltulas off. Thought there were 3. Ah, there you go. See? My memory works sometimes. Just for the stupid stuff. This isn't really very vitally important, but this is the way you get back to the entrance. That's the other argument against chopping everything down. It's just gonna grow right back. If you talk to Fi, she says his skin's green because he never sees sunlight. Because he plays too much video games. I don't want to give him a horizontal slash or he's gonna go flying. Oh, good. Phew. I was thinking he might give me a treasure. And if he did, I didn't want to lose it in the water. But there is no water here yet. But there will be. So you'll notice, hey, look, another crystal switch. Later in the level, you find a plaque that says, hit the switch one above, one below. This is the one below they're talking about. My obsessiveness is telling me to get all this stuff. But I won't. You can do these in either order. I'll do the one you're supposed to do first. It's really hard to get around these spider webs because you cut them and then you end up getting stuck in them anyway, which is kind of frustrating. This is your introduction to Waltulas. No, what are they called? Skulltulas. She's giving me information that she can just give me information. You can go nuts trying to hit him and shield bash him, and it doesn't really do anything. If you hit him from the side, he'll spin around. Then you can jab his weak spot. Left and right, only instruct the jump stones. One is above, one below. Oh, so I hit the one above. You can't make it up to that second half of the room. But you can jump down here. And if you're chopping down all the grass like me... 1, 2, 3 Skulltulas. 4. You'll notice there's a secret little passage here. With another crystal switch just begging to be hit. Yep, there's 2, 3. This spot here, this is a dig spot. This becomes relevant when you revisit this temple later in the game. And got all the Skulltulas just by drowning him. Haha! And out here, the water has raised a little too. Presumably Zelda just straight leapt across that, and Link can't. For whatever reason. Too heavy, I guess? I don't know. Charge! Yay! Got another one. So you can go nuts trying to cut these vines and hit him from the side and do all this stuff. Or you can just do it the smart way. It is possible to defeat them from this side. It's just really, really hard. And you will probably die in the attempt, at least once. You have to choke down on these vines in order to swing, though. Whoa, 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 whoa. So then just cut him down. Look for the X's. So in case you missed it before. Yeah. This tells you, obviously shake the Wii remote and the nunchuck to get free of those. This just tells you that there are gemstones around. Or crystal switches, I should say. They call them gemstones. Crystal switches you gotta hit to make stuff happen. And there's an X on your map when you get the map after leaving this room. You can see it at the top of the screen there. But I don't feel like coming back here just to follow instructions step by step. So apparently this temple has fallen into quite some disarray. You see the whole temple. And the X's. I guess this was a religious temple for the goddess Hylia, or maybe some of the other goddesses, but probably Hylia. but no one's kind of taken care of it in so many years. It's become infested with monsters. This will flash at you until you act upon it. I have half a mind to let it flash for the rest of the dungeon, maybe the rest of the game, but I'll just let it go. Now with the water level risen, you can get across this floating log. To get into the other half of that first room we were in. Same deal here, you can just hit him from the side. I think if he manages to break free... When you get the beetle, you can make him break free. Can't tell you off the top of my head if there's another way. I guess I'll explain that when I get to it. Do not fall down there, you can't get back up. Same deal as before, except now there are two eyes. Just move your Wii remote in a big circle about the size of a basketball, maybe a beach ball. Pointing at the screen. So long as you're within range of both eyes, they'll get dizzy and fall off. You got the key. Despite having a key, all these bad guys and demons and minions of... what's-his-face? Girahim and Demise. Got into the temple. See, if you fall down, you can't get back up. Don't worry, I learned that lesson myself. Later in the game, you can swim much faster. Oh, I already cut this down. See, and then you go through and you break it again. Right. So, now you can go to the second half of the dungeon. Again, because this log has floated. It done floating to the top. This is the second half bulk of the dungeon. You walk in here far enough and he'll look around. Hey, look, another crystal switch. I wonder what I'm supposed to do with that. Okay. Let's do that first. Again, my OCD is telling me to just go around this whole donut room. Chop down all the grass, get all the goodies. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just do this room. Let the rest of the dungeon go. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can get. There's bonus rupees. So this is a Stalfos. Do they call this a Stalwart? Yep, just a Stalfos. He will move his swords, and you just strike him the way he's not holding his sword. If he holds it at a corner, you just strike him diagonally. If he goes to strike you, you can knock his arms off. Ta-da! The end. I guess, I don't know why the beetle is in this temple to the goddess, what purpose that would serve. I mean, I know it's the Zelda game gimmick, but... Okay, the right one is the beetle. So this beetle is their attempt to immerse you in this whole big 3D world again. Because, you know, you've got motion controls, so why wouldn't you want to go through this whole world? And you have a trial by fire because the door did not open when you defeated the bad guy. But your beetle works out, so you can fly it out and open the door the same way you did before. Just pilot it to the right and hit the switch. It's kind of annoying because B puts the beetle away and A launches the beetle, which is different from your sword. I mean, A puts your sword away, not the beetle. It's just annoying. Whatever.